Okay, I'm back inside and I think we're good. I'm trying to figure out if the size is okay. The orange and pancake are a little large. If you can, I don't know if you can see that or not, but I think, I mean, I can just turn them into magnets. Possibly the strawberry, but I feel like I can get away with the keychain for that. But these are perfect. I think that's the size I wanted them to be. I feel like this little section here is going to be difficult to figure out. I don't know if I want it to be that thin, so I may have them touching, which will make painting a little bit more difficult, but I think we're good with these. So all of the pieces have baked and cooled, and so the next step is sanding, which I have paper here. I think I'm just gonna cut them into small pieces, and that'll make them a little bit easier to work with. When it comes to dust and the fumes from the UV resin, I don't want that around my dogs, and I kind of don't want that in my room either. So I'm going to take all of these to the garage to sand them. I got this desk like a few months ago, and I have my old one still sitting in the garage with 2 legs. I've decided to order 2 more legs from IKEA, so that way I'll have a surface whenever I do sand and coat them with resin. Then of course after sanding I'll be able to paint them. Also, these were originally supposed to be keychains, but I got the wrong size screws for, you're supposed to like insert these into them and then bake them. But these are so small they would literally fall out after they were done. So I have longer ones that are currently at the door, I believe, that you can kind of bend and then hook into the clay so that they don't fall out. I'll probably make a few more of these and actually put the correct screw into them. Bake those, and then of course do some more painting the next day. I'll just be sanding in the air for now, which is fine for the time being. Of course, when it comes to resin, that's when I'll need an actual desk, and thankfully I already have one down there. Okay, I totally forgot our old couch is also still down here, so I'm just gonna use this as a workbench area. I'm watching Jacksepticeye play The Last of Us 2 for like the billionth time. So I'm gonna use this as my surface and then just sit here while I sand. I did paint these. I'm going to have to repaint them with softer paintbrushes because if you can see, it's kind of streaky, and that has to do with the paintbrushes that I have. They are super duper hard, and I don't know why.
Like I know they're being brand new or whatever.
So yeah, I need to run to Michael's. I need new paintbrushes, and then I'll do another coat and they should be okay. But for right now, to preserve the paint, also, that's the other thing, I don't have a paint knife anymore. I used to mix it, so that's why this looks insane. I mean, I think I did an okay job in terms of like preparing. I am now back home and we're gonna do a little Michael's haul. First thing is a palette knife. I don't know exactly what this is called, painting medium. I looked it up and apparently this makes the oil paint not as thick, like it thins it out a little bit. And I think if it's a little bit thinner, you won't see the streaks as much. But also to help with the streaks, I got these two new paint brushes, lots smaller than the other ones that I have, and a lot softer as well. So I did see that the oil paintbrushes, even at Michael's, they were very, what's the word? Like very stiff. And I think they're like that for a reason. But for this case, I just needed something a lot softer. And these are very flexible. I don't think the bristles are going to show too much. And they weren't that expensive either. I think they were like $4 each or something like that. So very happy with these. And then I think this also helps with like breaking down. Like instead of using water for oil paint, you would use this. So I got a small bottle to start off with, just so I can test out different brands and see what's best. This is the same brand as the paint, so this is probably the best bet. But I have even smaller paintbrushes on the way just for tiny details, but I think these will do just fine for now. We'll get this over with first and then get back to painting. I got the box for the Christmas tree, and these got here last night, and I think they're super soft. I haven't tried to feel those, but these I think are perfect. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's good. That's good. I just wanted really small ones because with oil paint taking so long to dry, I want to be able to paint details and whatnot without worrying about the colors mixing. Like the carrot was easy enough, but I feel like with the tulips, these will all really come in handy. desk. So that's gonna go in the garage. All good? I assume this is the palette, and then it also came with 3 paintbrushes. I don't like the color of them though. I'm not gonna open them now because I feel like it'd make more sense to just open them when I'm actually painting so I don't have to worry about the whole drying out thing. So we'll just close it for now. They exist. Was able to confirm. I'm gonna go ahead and sand these down. I haven't had the chance. And I know there's like water sanding where you don't have to worry about the dust, but like, I don't know. I think I'd just rather, it shouldn't take me too long. It's only 4. I'm gonna go ahead and go downstairs into the garage, build my table so that I'll have an actual surface to work on and I'm not working off of a chair. To sand this one. I'm not very proud of this one. I need to redo it, but we'll see what it looks like after I paint it. Okay, the rest of them are done. There is clay all over me now. I just ordered sushi as a reward for me doing all of this, but these are done. So next you'll see is wiping them off, and then we'll start painting, which I want to hurry up and do while the sun is out. But I'm used to working with oil paint, which you can manipulate for a long time without it drying. And this is just drying so freaking fast that I cannot like paint fast enough. I'm hoping the more layers I do, the smoother it looks, because it looks, you can't see it that well, but it just is not doing what I want it to do. So I'm gonna go get the hydrating spray and see if that will help the next layer, because yeah, it's drying way too fast. Like I had to put the lid back on this because I'm like, I have the fan on. I don't know how this is just too much. And then I'm using the little espresso mug that I got from Anthropology. I'm using it for the water, the paint water. What do you call that? I don't know. So yeah, that came in handy. Oh my god, why is art so difficult? Alrighty, so I don't think I like gouache. I don't think it's for me. I think I prefer the oil paint, even though it takes so freaking long to dry. I think to help with the drying time, I'll just do thinner layers of paint, which I think I can do with the smaller paintbrushes. But yeah, I don't know. Also, just like the way it dries is not my favorite. And I think it has to do with like the fact that I just don't know what I'm doing with gouache. I should probably watch some tutorials, but for right now, I think I've decided to go the oil paint route. So yeah, love the carrot. Oh, crap, I forgot I did that. I used to paint like right after I graduated. I was working at Barnes & Noble and Michael's was like right, it was like in a little plaza and Michael's was right, it was like 2 doors down. So I'd always go in there and get oil paint and blah blah blah. I mean, with me having like the gouache now and the more oil paint, I'll definitely start painting again, like on an actual canvas. But for now, I really want to get this polymer clay stuff down. I'm trying not to be too hard on myself. I'm telling myself this is the first time I'm doing it. It's so much harder than I thought it would be. Genuinely, I thought it was gonna be like easy peasy, but definitely does take practice. I'm gonna scrape these sides off the best I can. Paint this red without mixing the green. And then same with the tulips. I'm gonna try to paint the flowers without mixing the green of the leaves. I don't want to be up too late doing this, but I do want to at least get started because it is oil paint and it does take forever, as I just explained, to dry. this still looks quite yellow. So possibly when it's completely dry, I'll go over that one again. The color I like the most is this one in the middle. I feel like even the dark brown could have been, I don't know, I think I added maybe too much blue, but I'm thinking it only looks a little bit weird because this one is so light. So I may try remixing this one with this color just to even it out a little bit. I'm just nervous about painting over the yellow again because I literally just did. So apparently this painting medium will have the drying time for the oil. I can't remember how long it took my oil paints to dry before. I want to say it was like days and or like 2 weeks. But I'm going to go ahead and put some plastic wrap on these to preserve them so that I can do the other side once this is done. I want to do the pie next. I don't know. I'm really excited to see what it looks like with color. So I'm going to go ahead and start on that now after I preserve this paint. I've literally just been editing for the entire day, but we just got in from taking the dogs out. That's why my hair looks a little bit crazy. While there's still a little bit of sunlight out, I wanted to give an update on my clay keychains. So let me see. These are the first 4 that I did that I mixed with the wrong paint medium. Yeah, water mixable oil paint is what that one's for. It's getting better. They're a lot more dry than they've ever been, but definitely still not ready for resin. That was the orange that just came off of my finger because it's not focusing. These are the new ones, which are still taking a while, but honestly, compared to those, like that one didn't have any. Nothing's happening there. A little bit of green. The white I think is still, oh, that's really, wait, what? Wow, I didn't realize Miffy's like pretty much dry. Wow, I did not expect that. I think I put a good amount of the medium into this batch of white paint, so maybe that's why. Oh my gosh, this is the first one to like completely basically dry, so I can probably paint the back now. That's so exciting. Okay, the lemon I don't think is ready. Yeah, oh my gosh, obviously the ones that have a few more layers are going to take some more time. Okay, the crust is essentially done. So slowly but surely I want to make sure these are completely dry before I do any type of resin coating. But yeah, that's so exciting. I didn't realize that this was already done. That gives me some hope. So that took about a week and a half, but the palette is still here, ready to be used whenever those are done. And then the same thing for those. I have that palette under there somewhere, under this glass piece. Hopefully soon I'll be able to coat these and like put the keychain thingy in there. But for now, this is what we've got. I'm gonna need some more paint. I definitely want to get the larger tubes like these, but you know, we'll wait for that time to come. I also want to get a drying rack so that I don't have it just sitting. I want to be able to kind of layer them. I think that'd be better. So yeah, it's all very exciting, and I'll probably sculpt a few more things tomorrow or tonight. I don't know yet, but this is where we are keychain wise.